Oh, what is going on, YouTube? You're on the lifeboat. This is Captain Calhoun speaking. And over filling my coffee cup. What's going on, y'all? Welcome in. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and the captain is in. Hopefully, all this coffee stays in my cup. Jimmy Pickles, Jimmy Pickles, Piranha Pepper TV. Say that 5 times fast. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Happy Thursday to you, good sir. Cindy G, James Collins, End of Musing. Good to see you guys. Diane Reese, Missy Annie, Yarn Prepper, Kristen Melinda, Shannon Trim. Hello, hello. I don't know if I've ever met you, Shannon. It's my pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'll tell you what. Skimble Shanks, what's going on? Hello, hello to you, your brother, and your sister. Barbara Aldrich, hello. Heck yeah, guys. I thought today we would talk about the comfort zone because yesterday I had a run in with outside my comfort zone, and I just like crumbled before it. I did not succeed. So I figured we would talk about it today, talk about the comfort zone, what lies outside of it, and how we can go about succeeding where we may fail. Right? Like yesterday, for example, I was going to do a show about halfway through the day, and I had it all ready to go, and I had a panic attack. I was so uncomfortable going into it. I canceled it. So I figured it would be a good thing to talk about today, seeing as I just failed at going outside my comfort zone. But I tell you what, there's no time like the present. You can always try again, right? And I think we will go ahead and do so today. Speaking of the subject matter at hand, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do so again today. And I bet you I succeed this time. Because really, you know what fear is, yo? It's a construct. It's something that you create in your mind. And when I go outside of my comfort zone and I'm getting scared, that's something that I'm creating. It's real. Like, I need to accept that. It's a real thing, right? We don't deny fear, but at the same time, it's not something that's unconquerable. It's not something that I can't face and beat. You know what I mean? It's if I created it, I can destroy it too, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm really excited too to talk about the outside my comfort zone topic, aka the true crime, aka the Kendrick and Drake thing. And the longer I wait, the more it's getting away from me because stuff's just happening now. I heard there's an op list. Apparently, Drake's the kind of fella to alphabetically list the people that he doesn't like. Op meaning opposition, I guess. Anyways, we'll talk about that at about noon 30 day. But until then, Handmade Hazard, hello, hello, blessed to crochet. What's going on? Fear is the mind killer. That's right. What is that? Where's that quote from? I always forget, but it's such a great quote. It really is the paralyzer, Today is the 9th anniversary of my escape from an abusive marriage, says Diane Reese. Wow. That is so cool, yo. Heck yeah, I'm so glad you made it out. You deserve the world. You know what I mean? You don't deserve abusive marriage, right? That's really cool. 9 years ago, too, you've had quite a bit of time to enjoy the spoils of war, so to speak. I guess that's the wrong way to say that, but I mean, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that, Diane. Thanks for sharing that. Tommy Bird, I see you, bro. I see you, bro. 12/12/2024 special day because we are all here. Aw, you're so sweet. It's actually Lucy's birthday. I should probably text her because that's what people that care do. Even though, I don't really want her in my life, I feel like if I'm thinking about her, I should tell her, right? Is that an old, sick, bad habit? Tell me. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I should tell her it's happy birthday. Other restrained, what's going on? Good to see you. Linda Bennett, hello, hello. Yeah, let's get some ones up. That's a great idea. For anyone out there needs a little extra love, for us, for you, for them, for all of us, for everyone. Spoils is quite an apt term. Yeah, right. You went through that terrible experience, and now you're free. Liberation Station, population you, dude. Stole that from a movie. All right. Comfort zone. We should be pretty well versed in the comfort zone, but we're gonna obviously. I still need some help with this, so we're gonna talk about it again. Stepping outside your comfort zone can be transformative. Carla Norris, hello, hello. It's so great to see you. Can be transformative, offering numerous benefits. Jennifer Matthews, hello, hello. Numerous benefits that contribute to personal growth, resilience, and a more fulfilling life. I'm so grateful. I'm just going to express gratitude right now that my burps no longer taste like surstroming. They taste like normal coffee burps. There's like the regular run of the mill, nothing special morning burps. I'm pretty ecstatic, not just grateful, but like jumping for joy because there's nothing quite like a surstroming burp, especially in the morning when you're just trying to be okay. Matrix Rabbit. Hey, man. Hey, man. I hope today's a cut above the rest, man. I tell you what. Coffee, ew, soda burps. Well, I guess to each their own, huh? To each their own. I guess, ideally zero burps, right? Ideally, there's no gas coming out of me. But, that's not how the body works. So I'll take what I can get, right? Well, take a seat. Take a seat. Don't overexert yourself, right? I hate being dizzy. When we were kids, we used to spin around until we got sick, and now that thought makes me want to just keel over, dude. Um, it's interesting. Whine a little bit more. Hello, hello. While it can be intimidating, embracing challenges and uncertainty leads to valuable rewards, folks. Here's a detailed exploration. Blah, blah, blah. Personal growth. All right, we're going to expand our skills and our knowledge. That's what trying new things does. Forces us to learn, adapt, and develop skills that we might not have discovered with our usual routines. And let's break that down for a second, right? Our usual routine is our comfort zone. Once we've got an established routine, it's a comfort zone. It's comfortable, right? So to go outside of that is to kind of go into the wild, right? Kind of go into an unsecure place. But at the same time, that's the only way that we're ever going to discover new things. That's the only way we're going to have novel experiences. And that's the only way that we're going to challenge ourselves. Honestly, we have to go outside the comfort zone for a number of things. So we might as well get real comfortable doing it, right? Get real comfortable being uncomfortable. Is that what they say? Something to that effect. Kathy Ann. Let's send some ones for Kathy Ann's eldest today. Absolutely, Kathy. We actually just put the ones up. Let's do it again. I'm glad you're here, Kathy. I hope that hope everything's all right, especially with your eldest. Yeah, please keep us informed. I'm gonna worry about you. But yeah, don't worry about me though. Do your thing. Do what you need to do. I'll just be thinking of you. Hmm. Missy Ann says I got promoted to a supervisor position in June. Was so outside of my comfort zone, I chose to believe the people who said, you can, instead of the ants in yesterday. I worked on autopilot. Progress. Absolutely. 100%. And it's not like I'm going to snap my fingers and all of a sudden I'm going to be amazing at this new thing that I wasn't comfortable with yesterday, right? But like you say here, progress, right? Doing a little bit better than I did yesterday. Just a little bit more comfortable, right? I'm just going to do this one time right now, and see what happens. And those little experiences definitely add up. And at the same time, you're learning, right? Something new. You're having a novel experience, which is rewiring your reward system of your brain, right? This is good. This is bad. That sucker's going to be working better. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Alana Kavanaugh, what's going on? Been in bed over a week with a nasty BU. I assume you're sick with something. I hope that you continue to get better. I hope that you're not so sick. And I tell you what, I also seem to have been fighting something off. I don't know if it was physical, mental, or emotional, but today I feel just a step better. Just a little better than I was yesterday. I tell you what, I hope that you can reap the same benefits for yourself. Need some more coffee. Sent my email for Q Handmade Hazard. Well, heck yeah, thank you. I'm sure that they're going to arrive in a giant pile. I'm sure that they're going to get where they're going, and whoever receives them, I wonder if it's Q or like the judge or who it is. Whoever receives them is going to receive a giant stack of emails/letters. Um, the support that I bet you that Q doesn't even realize like the extent of the people that are behind him right now. And I don't know. I don't speak with the guy, right? My dad does. I don't know what he's shared with Q, but I I would be willing to bet good money that the amount of support for Q absolutely blows Q's mind. The ripple that he started, I don't think that he fully understands quite yet. He unleashed my dad on him. You know what I mean? Uh, gave my dad some motivation, a direction, and cut him loose. And now, now Q and the rest of the world is going to have to contend with my dad sober and driven. You know, quite the force. I do not have the count currently, Cindy G, but it is constantly getting bigger. If I were to count it right now, by the end of us counting, it would need a recount. So, but I think that would be fun. I wonder if we could get a final count before we send it off. I think that would be a fun statistic. It would basically be all of us patting ourselves on the back. You know what I mean? Because we're awesome. But I think that number is going to be astounding. I think that number is going to be like, wow. I think that's what it's going to be. That's my personal opinion. All electronic these days. Well, it's going to be like, and it's just going to be populating that little circle. The loading circle is going to be going forever. Q is a blessing and an angel, and I totally 100% agree. Miss Tree, good morning. Well, heck yeah. Well, heck yeah. Blessed to Crochet is planning to do a live on her channel about. Oh, I should read the first one first, huh? Ooh, we're talking about letters. Okay. I'm on the same page. Lester Crochet is going to do a live on her channel about the letter, because the crew that I have that have come not from the lifeboat have been affected by the lifeboat, whether they realize it or not. Well, heck yeah. Well, thanks for taking that under your wing, Lester Crochet. You're amazing, and we love you. Jason P, what's going on, big dog? I hope you kill it today, man. I hope today is wonderful. You salty dog. It's a good time here on the boat, I tell you what. And I haven't really talked much at all about comfort zones yet. Just goes to show it's a fun place to be, huh? So we're expanding our skills and our knowledge. We're increasing our self-awareness when we go outside of our comfort zone, right? Facing unfamiliar situations helps us understand ourselves, our capabilities, our limitations, right? Where our boundaries lie, and what truly motivates us. And any number of those things I just listed can be a struggle for me, especially motivation. But like understanding myself, like where the boundary, like where my power stops, right? Where my limitations are, these things are always difficult for me, especially motivation. But challenging myself seems to be the answer, right? Putting myself in situations where I have to figure it out seems to be the way I flex those muscles. It seems to be the way that I practice, right? And I tell you what, if I just let my subconscious drive the boat, drive the ship here, I probably wouldn't ever go outside my comfort zone, right? I would just stay comfortable and safe, right? So it's important to take the reins. It's important to take the wheel and steer, 100%. In fact, for many more reasons than this. But this is a great example of one of the reasons. Because if you don't take control, you're not going to go outside your comfort zone, right? It's not a natural thing. Builds confidence, right? Conquering obstacles builds confidence, right? Each successful venture into the unknown is going to reinforce my belief in my own ability to handle challenges. Imagine that. Increasing my self-esteem, which is another thing that I have historically struggled with. Self-esteem, right? If you could use more self-esteem, challenging yourself will assist you in building it. Not just challenging yourself, but trying something new, going outside your comfort zone, right? Getting a little bit uncomfortable and trying to conquer an obstacle, eh? Now, overcoming these obstacles, fear and anxiety, right? So the more that I do this, it's going to also desensitize me to fear, right? And what is fear? Something that I've created, right? It may have a purpose, it may be real, right? It's not fake. Fear is, but it is something that I've created, right? It also may be a response to something, but it's not something that I don't have control over, right? It's not something that I cannot master and dominate. Repeated exposure to what you fear can diminish its power, making you more comfortable in previously anxiety inducing situations. We all inherently fear the unknown, right? Which I think is the whole thing here. Going outside of my comfort zone, I don't know what to expect. That's scary, right? Of course. So, doing so over and over again is going to diminish the power of the fear, right? It's going to not be so scary the third, fourth, fifth time you go ahead and do so, right? Well, I hope you enjoy some time with your ma, Ilana. Thanks for stopping in. Bless you. Forge you into shape. That's right, other restrained. That's exactly what we're doing here. I love that magical looking little goat. And he looks magical because he's like a turquoise color. It makes him look like a little magic goat. I love this song. Change is inevitable, says other restrained, but you can let the world forget you, but you can let the world forge you into the shape they want. Or you can guide your own growth, shape yourself as a sword of your design. I really like your imagery here, dude. I tell you what. I tell you what. I wonder how much time I would need to invest. Actually, I think that's a silly question now that I'm about to ask it. I was going to say, I wonder how much time I would need to invest to find out if I'm a writer. And that's a stupid question because they say there's no stupid questions, right? There's just stupid people. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but what was I going to say? Gosh darn it. Oh, I was going to I am a good writer. I don't need to ask that question, I don't think. I think the real trouble is, am I actually going to invest the time and write something? You know what I mean? That your words there, other restraint, made me think of writing a book, which I think of all the time, and I never do because it's such a time-consuming endeavor and it's outside my comfort zone. So maybe I should just write a page a day or something, right? I'm just chilling for a second. Give me a moment, y'all. Hmm. Hmm. What's going on, Scoob? Good to see you. Yeah, I was just kidding, Yarn Prepper. I was making fun of myself a little bit. Kate Christie, hello, hello. Shoveling snow, Scoob? Work with Kate Jordan says, you write stories every day, sir. And that's a perspective switch right there that I did not see coming. That is a script flip right there. You're right. You're darn right I do. And I don't ever think about it that way. I think that I'm continuing to learn new things as I do this thing with you guys, as I do the boat thing here. I am continually learning new perspective switches, right? Learning new boundaries to my comfort zone, learning new skills, new strengths, new weaknesses. Christianese says, what is the tapestry behind you? Very colorful. I assume you mean this one. It is the tree of life, I believe. I could show you more of it, but someone commented on the mess in my house yesterday, and it like bugged me so much. I moved all of my mess right off camera. So if I move the camera, it's going to be messy. Uh, so maybe I'll share that tomorrow. It's really pretty though. All of the tapestries in here except this one were gifts from someone on the boat. This one I bought at a Behemoth concert. I thought that was pretty funny too, but hey, I'll take motivation where I can get it. And it wasn't rude, Kate. It wasn't rude. I'm actually grateful that it bugged me because if I wasn't bugged, I wouldn't have moved the stuff. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have cleaned up the camera angle. You know what I mean? So it's fine. I'll totally take motivation where I can get it because I lack for motivation often. So no sweat. No sweat at all. In fact, I would like for y'all to speak your mind. It'll help me build resilience because sometimes I can be a sensitive Sally. I really can. Tree of Life, Yggdrasil. Oh, that's correct. Except I believe this is just an interpretation because who actually knows what Yggdrasil looks like, right? Nobody. Nobody does. I kind of want to show you now. It's messy over here, so just accept the mess. Oh, not your back, Scoob. Does the zoom work when it from that direction? I can't tell. I'll move it over here, maybe. It does work. Oh, a little tension on the camera. Yeah, it's pretty. I like it a lot. The one above it is like 7 different shades of pink, and it's like a heart that's echoing out. It's kind of cool. Okay. That definitely doesn't seem like the angle I had, though, does it? Dang it. Okay, boom. Oh, I'm zoomed in. That's why it's funky. Okay. I'm learning here. When I start doing true crime stuff, I'm gonna be pulling things up on. I'm gonna be doing so many more button presses than I normally do. I'm gonna have to practice this stuff, otherwise, it's gonna be strange, and I'm gonna feel not fluid as I do it. So, thanks for bearing with me on that. Something I need to practice. It's not that messy. It's just a little messy. Like literally all of that stuff has a place that it belongs, like a place that it lives, and it's just not in that place right now. So it would literally take me 5 minutes to do it properly. I am still painting Matrix. I just have been taking a break. I've had a lot going on this week, and also I feel like we've been painting so much. I'm not going to stop painting. I don't want to like overwhelm myself. And there's just been things happening. So today we're going to do something else midday, but tomorrow we'll pick up some painting for sure. What's going on, Flick Fox? Yeah, and it's so easy to just move it out of frame. I used to tell my dad all the time before I started doing the boat, but I was like producing from the back room, right? I would be like, Dad, why don't you just move all that crap literally just right off frame? Then nobody would see it. Then I wouldn't see it and it wouldn't bother me. And he doesn't see it that way. Like that stuff's exactly where it belongs. You know what I mean? And I can relate with that. But just from that perspective, it's super easy to just move it off frame. As soon as I turn the camera on, I know where the boundaries of the frame is. So not a hard thing to fix. My vintage moon, good morning. Such a neurodivergent statement. Yeah, it's how my brain works. Other Restrained asks, do you think I should start a painting stream in the afternoons? I don't know what this word wants to be. Would anyone want to join? I think is what you're trying to ask. I would definitely want to join 100%. It would be cool if we could like all stream and paint together. I wonder, could we like do a thing where we both get on with our cameras and we both paint and it's like a split screen like I do when, you know what I'm talking about? Like, could we both? I wonder what exactly that would take. Would we need 4? I don't know. Something we could think about, though. Definitely not a terrible idea. I know, like even in like Discord or Zoom, we could all be on there at the same time hanging out, which is not a bad plan at all. That sounds like a fun little hangout. Yeah, my fingers are totally dyslexic sometimes. It's kind of funky. Out of sight, out of mind method. That's right, Flick. Maya does that on her stream. All right. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. Look at you guys, knowing more than me. The words are so much smaller on this screen. It's harder to read. Takes longer. All right. All right. All right. All right. If you're like me, you're an overthinker and going outside your comfort zone, right? Taking actions in new situations, right? Okay, I'm uncomfortable. I don't really know what to do, but taking an action anyways is going to help quiet doubts and negative self-talk. Because you know what? I bet you your first inclination ain't the worst idea. You know, even if it's not the right way to go about something, like you are capable, right? Your idea is valuable, right? Your solution, what you might consider a solution in your mind, is a valuable solution, right? So go ahead and take action. Go ahead and figure it out, right? Go ahead and like try. If you fail, if it don't work, no big deal. It's not like it's the end of the world, right? So I would definitely go ahead and try your ideas. Try the solutions that you can think of. When you're outside of your comfort zone and you're met with adversity, try something, right? Um, believe in yourself. This is all serving to bring us to our but the best version of us, you know? The best version of us isn't quite so worried about whether or not the action I'm going to take is going to be super effective, right? Let's just take some action. This is also going to expand opportunities, right? It's going to broaden our horizons. When we go outside of our comfort zone, it gets bigger, right? We're more comfortable with more things. As we do this, our horizons broaden, right? More doors are going to be open to us. As we're more and more comfortable doing more and more things, we're going to be able to experience more and more areas of life. Imagine that, right? Venturing into new areas of life can reveal opportunities you didn't even know existed, from career prospects to personal relationships, right? That person I'm searching for is just around the corner. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, you know? Basically, is what that's saying. This also is going to improve our problem solving, folks. Tackling unfamiliar problems sharpens our critical thinking, which, big fan of my critical thinking ability and creativity. Network diversity. Also, going outside your comfort zone is going to introduce you to people that you may never have been introduced to, right? With different perspectives and different experiences, which is always a benefit, right? If I'm just going to hang out with my people, my view, right, my thinking is just going to be inside these confines of my comfort zone. But as I expand my horizons, I meet new people, I do new things, right? My comfort zone gets bigger, my knowledge gets bigger, and my viewpoint on the world becomes more open, right? Because I'm experiencing more viewpoints, right? I'm experiencing more people, more diversity, more, just more. More is better. Your first instinct is usually your subconscious giving you a hint, 100%. And I have a great relationship with my gut, right? My gut feeling. What is that? Your solar plexus chakra, if you're into the hippy dippy stuff? Pretty sure your solar plexus is what's responding to truth and to lies. Well, thank you, Kate Jordan. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you too. Um, please come by again and say what's up. I enjoy your presence, Kate. Yeah, dear, what's going on? QQ, is it 9:36 in the morning? It is, Christy. It absolutely is. Mountain Standard Time currently, I believe. Time zones are funky in Arizona. No way. Ms. Tree says, I stepped out of my comfort zone, tried some stand up comedy. I've always wanted to do this, but it's so scary. And I get in front of people all the time and talk, right? Like, this is still a terrifying thought. I can say that at least I tried. Most didn't appreciate a strip juggling act. I took off a piece of clothing with every drop. Interesting. Well, I would have laughed, I think. I would have laughed, I think. Humor is so interesting. It's like, even if it's funny, the delivery has to be like a certain way, right? And like each crowd is in their own unique headspace. It's such an interesting thing, stand up comedy. And some people get so good at it, they can just kill wherever they go. And I don't mean like actually kill, but instead of bomb, which is doing badly, right? Do great. Definitely a strange skill that people seem to get good at. Ended with blue ball juggling. Well, hell yeah. An experience, to say the very least. I'm gonna have to look back into this other restraint because I'm like 90% sure that your gut feeling is your solar plexus chakra. And again, I'm not a hippie scientist, but I mean, I can see your throat chakra speaking truth, and maybe I'm wrong. Again, I'm not like an expert, but I'm pretty sure the one that's right here, where your gut is located, that also might be your sacrum. I'm not entirely your sacral. I think it's the solar plexus though, which is also associated with the color yellow, the color of the sun. But hey, I mean, at the very least, we're both inspired to now go double down on our knowledge, right, and figure it out. So I appreciate that. Been a while since I've looked into that stuff. Let's get some more coffee on. Look at this. My vintage moon never joins lives because it's out of her comfort zone, but we make her feel welcome. That's awesome. I'm definitely doing something right. I tell you what. And yeah, I don't want you to ever feel anyone to ever feel pressured to participate or whatever, right? Like, do what you do. But at the same time, it's the water's warm, you know what I mean? Come hang out. We're just chilling in the hot tub, chilling. Chilling with two E's, right? Chilling. Isn't the heart chakra green? What's up with that? Why is that? Who decided the color of these things? I wasn't consulted. Have a good nap, Matrix. Yeah, can I get a hot tub too, Ms. Tree? That was kind of an offhand comment that's now I'm wanting for a hot tub. Robin Miners, I don't know if I said hello to you, but I want to make sure that I do. Never to be forgotten. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. By the way, I know we're not talking a ton about comfort zones, but no, I like the color green flick. It just has nothing to do with a heart. I just like when I think of heart, I don't think green. And when I think green, I don't think heart. That's all. It just wasn't immediately intuitive, but I'm sure that it has a purpose, a deeper meaning, a deeper understanding that I just have yet to come to. Right? My cup says the lifeboat, and on the other side it says, let me see if I can get it in my view. Hold, please, Captain Spanks. And this was a gift from Brazy Girl, an OG boater from back in the day. My neighbor said that he was going to be moving a bunch of stuff, and it has been almost silent. I do see him going back and forth. Um, Part of me thinks he just wanted to hang out yesterday when he came over. In fact, in hindsight, I think he got dressed up before knocking on my door. And again, my door was not his only destination, right? He lives that direction. And when he knocked on my door, he was coming from that direction. And then when he left, he kept going this direction. So he like stopped on his way out of the house. So I think it's pretty egotistical or self-centered, let's say, of me to think that he got dressed up just to knock on my door, right? But it's undeniable that he did dress up before coming over here. So I wonder what he was going to do. See, this is my brain. My brain's just like, I'm going to figure out what this guy's all about without even asking him. I'll probably ask him, but yeah. You're not a fan of green. I mean, it's not like among my favorite colors at all, right? It's just another color. Like I would put so many colors before green. I think it's hard for me to say that I dislike, right? I don't think that I dislike green. But you know what's better than green in my opinion? Yellow, orange, blue, red, purple, definitely purple, right? Purple and yellow are like at the very, very top for me. Not necessarily together, which they're not bad together, but it just makes me think of the Lakers and like, who cares, right? That's my opinion. Um, I don't think that colors are supposed to remind me of a sports team, although maybe for some people, but also like a nice sky blue or like a baby blue. There's few colors that pleasing to the brain, in my opinion, while we're talking about it. All right. So, exposure to diverse environments and challenges can inspire fresh perspectives, which is literally what we just spent the last 10 minutes experiencing. Um, People in the chat are saying things, and I'm being exposed to diverse perspectives, and they're inspiring me. So that kind of goes without saying, huh? Also, we're fostering adaptability, experimenting with new ways of doing things is going to make you more flexible and open to change, which is part of this whole thing, right? It's a marathon. We're rolling with the punches, right? When life throws its curveballs, we're just going to kind of bob and weave and we're going to do our best, right, to stay in the game. So being adaptable, flexible is really good. It's really good for this. Oh, no, Ms. Tree. Oh, no, no, no. I'm very grateful that you did say something because it put my butt into action. So please don't feel like you need to filter yourself. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate exactly where you're at. And I appreciate the fact that you told me that yesterday because, not going to lie, I could clean the place up. I could actually do that. It's, it's within my power. So yeah, thank you. How about that? How about it? Also, it's worth noting every time we go outside of our comfort zone, we are increasing our fulfillment and satisfaction, right? We're making ourselves feel good by conquering things, right? That are not necessarily comfortable. Not only are we achieving a sense of achievement, not only are we experiencing a sense of achievement, right? By going outside of our comfort zone and doing good, right? Being successful in doing so, but we're also like experiencing a richer version of life, right? We're adding variety, excitement. We're getting rid of the monotony, right? And the boredom, right? We're enriching our lives, literally, richer experience. Encouraging personal mastery. We're overcoming challenges, right? So this is helping us feel a greater sense of control over our lives, which, in early recovery, you're probably not experiencing a large, a big feeling of control. You're probably not feeling like you have control over stuff, right? So being able to experience that, right? To have a greater sense of control over my life is sorely needed, in my opinion. So, yes, that goes without saying as well. I'm starting to feel like I'm just repeating myself, guys. And that's because I am. But I'm going to have to find another way to do this thing. I can't do the same topics all the time. I wonder, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, that's that. Inspire others. So we're setting a positive example by doing this. Other people are going to notice us going outside of our comfort zone, embracing challenges, right? When we're met with a challenge, what do? Well, I stand up tall, right? And I look it in the face and I see what I can do rather than shrinking, right? This is setting a positive example. People notice that. People hella notice that. Not only like is it inspiring, but like things that people fear, you're just going to stand up and confront, right? That's not the run of the mill response. It's an inspiring thing to witness. Building deeper connections. Sharing stories about your journey outside of the comfort zone can foster meaningful conversations and bonds, right? So basically, what we're doing today. Yesterday, I attempted to go outside my comfort zone, epically failed, and it has sparked this entire episode now. It has sparked all of the conversations that we're having. because I recognized that I attempted to go outside the comfort zone. And not only did I let fear win, or maybe let is the wrong way to say that, but not only did fear win over me, um, but yeah, I failed. So today we're going to give it a second try. Not only are we going to talk about it all morning, but then we're going to go ahead and try it again. And who knows? Maybe I have a hidden potential for true crime. Maybe I have a hidden potential to talk about rappers. I really do listen to that kind of music pretty much daily. And now that I'm talking about that again, I'm remembering all these things that I want to say and talk about. I'm so excited to do this show. There's no reason for me to be afraid and scared. It's like I'm being a little bit self-sabotagey, a little shooting myself in the foot before something great, which is my way. So, to recognize that that's what's happening, I think is a powerful thing. Like most of my wardrobe is different shades of black as well. In fact, when I notice this, I attempt to add more color. And I think that people that love me also notice this. And they send me stuff that's not quite black, which I really appreciate. Adrian says, I feel less alone now watching this YouTube channel. Found a few months ago, which I can honestly say it saved my life so many times when I felt like I'm literally all alone with my struggle. Oh my gosh, Adrian. This is one of the coolest things I've ever read on the channel, I have to say. Dude, thank you for sharing this. I'm so glad to hear that this is your experience. And you always have a seat on the boat, man. I want you to know that, all right? Hell yeah. Oh, and by the way, keep doing good work. You're doing great out there. Keep it up, huh? Remember, even when we fall, even when we stumble, it's not a failure. It's just an opportunity, right? Dale Cox, what's going on? Hope you have a great day, big brother. Big dog. Spanx, any interest in underground rap? If so, check out Immortal Technique. Amazing storytelling ability. Yes, I've seen him live with Jedi Mind Tricks. I'm a huge rap enthusiast. I think you guys may underestimate how into it I am. I got to see Immortal Technique live with Jedi Mind Tricks on a Wednesday afternoon, or I guess it was an evening, right? Wednesday evening at the Depot in Salt Lake City, which is interesting because the amount of people that came out on a Wednesday night in Salt Lake was impressive. It was definitely not like a packed, sold out show, but like the people that were there, and there was a ton of people there. And he admitted to us on stage that he hates playing that song that everybody knows, Dance with the Devil. He hates that song. And he regrets writing it, but he plays it every show because it's what the fans want to hear. That guy's a real one. That guy is a real one. I've got huge respect for Immortal Tech. That guy is he's a bad man in the best way. I'm a big fan. And after hearing his opinion of that song, I stopped listening to it because it's a brutal song. I've heard it quite a few times, and it kind of lost its luster after I realized that he hates it. It is the saddest song, right? That stuff is real, though. That kind of situation, that is real. Those people are real. And honestly, I'm not a fact checker. I'm not fact checking right now, and I don't know, but I would have to imagine that is a true story. If I had to put money on one way or another, I would say that's a true story. And it may not be his story, right? It might be someone that he knows. But that stuff, you can't make that stuff up. You cannot make that stuff up. It's not possible. Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique is what we're talking about. Scooby Lee. He's got a bunch of great music, though. I mean, you listen to a ton of songs that don't have that kind of subject matter. My favorite song by him is the one about his dead girlfriend. I'm going to have to look it up now. Give me 1 second. Actually, it's probably faster on the computer. My favorite song is probably the saddest song he's got. Imagine that. I'm really into sad music, folks. Had to remember what I was typing in. That album is called, oh, it's You Never Know. It just knows what I want. How is that possible? Oh, Revolutionary Volume 2. Yeah. So my favorite Immortal Tech song is You Never Know. It's about his dead girlfriend, and it makes me cry every time. Trigger warning. It brings me to tears literally every time. Thinking about it right now makes me choked up a little. You know, Flick, this is a powerful, powerful statement, and you hit the nail on the head. You're stepping back with a bit of fear from something you're into because you want to do it justice and present it well. When I have an idea I'm really into, I strive for perfection and overthink it. That's just the artist in us, right, Flick? I think you're definitely hitting the nail on the head here. And I totally recognize this, and I'm like, I know I can do it. I know I can do it well. I just don't like you only get one first impression, you know what I mean? And it's really easy to get really absorbed with that thought. And yesterday that thought won. Today, I'm going to conquer it. So have no fear. Calhounis is here. This is hilarious. Other restrained. It's definitely a good reason for us to add some color to our wardrobe, huh? I have a hugely difficult time finding stuff in my sea of black. And in fact, it's difficult enough to where I decide not to care. It's like, all right, I don't care what it is. I just need an article of clothing for this part of my body. I don't care what's written on it. I don't care what shirt it is. I just need a shirt. Give me one. That's how much it bugs me. I stop worrying about it completely. I would have given one of my feet to see Escape the Fate with Ronnie live. I tell you what, Scoob. Hope you have a great day, Diane. Electric strive breath. Future reality, meaning activity. That's right. We got to take that action. Outside the comfort zone might be a little bit less comfortable, but that's where the magic happens. That is where the magic happens. I still have never seen Tech Scoob. I can't believe it. One of the I want to say like one of the rappers I've been into like the longest, and like I'm really into it, and I can't believe I've never been to a show. I had a dream I was at a tech show, which is very strange. I don't usually dream about being at a concert. That's not a regular thing. In fact, this might have been the only time that it's happened, but I had a dream I was at a tech show, and it was the strangest dream. In fact, I don't know if I remember all the details right now, so I won't share until I do. But I have quite a diverse taste in music here, Kate. I definitely have a soft spot in my heart for emo and screamo, and my buddy Tony used to call it wuss rock. Any like kind of hard band that would then sing, right? They would drop the act and then sing. He called it wuss rock, and it was his favorite. We would turn up Census Fail like at the top volume or Emery in the car at a stoplight and just be singing at the top of our lungs. People would be looking at us. We just didn't care. It was some of the happiest moments of my life for sure. Me and Tony just riding around. It was good stuff. Eclectic. Interesting. Is that what that word means? You like what you connect with. I have to connect. Like it's a necessary, that's like a precursor for my involvement. I have to connect. I do like the band Him. It's funny you bring that up. That one song they have, their like one really popular song is so epic. And their other music is cool too. In fact, I don't know. I don't think I'm alone in this. I discovered him through Bam Margera. I'm sure that I'm not alone in that. But no, I definitely I like him. I like CKY. Dude, I like Nickelback. I like dude, I like what's that band? Secondhand Serenade. I like Tom Petty was my first favorite band ever, and the Heartbreakers, of course. Not the Wildflowers. Not that there's anything against the Wildflowers, but the Heartbreakers were better. I could list off so many bands. So many bands. I'm a big fan of like Slightly Stupid and Citizen Cope. Um, I mean, obviously, all the metal. I talk about metal a lot. Behemoth, great band. Got to see him live, dude. That would be so cool. Right now, we're listening to Unearth, another one of my favorite metal bands. Metal and rap are like my go-tos, but I have to break up the monotony because those are both like really abrasive brands of music. And like that's cool and all. I love it, but I can't listen to it all the time. I have to break it up and listen to something pretty, like Nightingale by Saves the Day, one of my new favorite songs of all time. Um, Makes me weak at the knees. Um, but yeah, I have to break up the monotony 100%. I think that's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna hang out with you for a little bit longer, but I don't have anything more to say about the comfort zone. Drawing a line in the sand. That's enough about the comfort zone. Heather Rhodes says, "Oh man, I avoid songs that make me cry at all costs." And I used to be that way, and some part of me really wants to just feel something. And if it's sadness, so be it. I know that it's from the song and not from me, right? Or maybe the song makes me sad and brings my attention to something that I had forgotten, right? Something that I can address, maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to dress it up like it's a useful thing because that's definitely not why I listen to sad music. I listen to sad music because it makes me feel something, right? Purely. But I can definitely relate with that, Heather. Definitely relate with that. Um, Although I'm definitely going the other direction with it. You saw Cradle 6 times, James. I think people might start to think you're a fan. Very unique band, by the way. I'm really, really into bands that like there's no other band like that band. Like Cradle of Filth, for example, or Primus. There's a bunch of bands like that where like there's just never going to be another band like the Mars Volta. That's just it is what it is. That band was that band, and there's you know you can't imitate it no matter how hard you try. Uncomfortable going further. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Ms. Tree. And you might be right. Who knows? What time this afternoon, Spanx? Let's do 12:30. So in 2.5 hours, rain or shine, I promise it's going to be fine. I will not fake you out. I promise. If you see the thumbnail today, it's happening. So don't sweat. I've got this. I swear. And honestly, for me, the thing is like, there's nothing to it but to do it. Like I know I'm capable. I know I can do it. That fear is gonna show up. It always does, right? I can pass a baseball. I just can't pass a watermelon. So we just got to make sure we manage that feeling. And honestly, even if it feels like a watermelon going up to it, as soon as I hit the button, everything's going to be fine because I'm talking about stuff that I love, stuff that I'm passionate about, stuff that I don't need notes for, right? I literally could just riff off the hip about this stuff all day long. So as soon as I get going, it's fine. I just need to put my hand on this mouse and I need to go up here and I need to click on this button that says go live. That's it. Boom. Done. It's over. I'm winning. If I do that, I've won. So I can't get scared of the starting line, I gotta run across that thing. Murph, what's going on? Check out Amigo the Devil. Very cool, unique sound. I will. Let me write this down. As I do with my things, because if I don't write it down, I'll forget. I still need to look up Persona, Past Life Persona by Era. Jeremy Fowler recommended that one. What's going on, Jeremy? Good to see you, bro. What am I writing down? Amigo. I like The Devil Makes Three. That's a great band, although the one song I like by them is about whiskey, so I don't listen to it a lot anymore. I am a big fan of All That Remains, although I haven't listened to them in a very long time. Maybe today's a good day for that. Amigo, The Devil. Let's get together here. Yeah, cleaning and music go together. In fact, I don't want to say I'm incapable of cleaning without music, but it is very, very, very much more difficult without music. All right, guys, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications. If you like what we do here, it certainly makes a difference. I think the sun has come up and changed our lighting, but it doesn't matter because we're going to wrap it up. I really need to go to the bathroom. So, oh, look at that. Getting good at this. Getting good at this. Adjusted the lighting on the fly. All right, guys. Kellyanne, hello, hello. Flick Fox says, sad songs make my sadness and grief more bearable. It helps remind me that there's still beauty in dark times, if that makes sense. A good cry is almost, pardon me, a good cry is also sometimes very much needed. I agree 110%. Flick Fox, thank you for saying this. Lacey Silver. I'm going to leave this wonderful quote by Kellyanne up while I shut this thing down because I think it's wonderful. Comfort is your biggest trap. Coming out of your comfort zone, your biggest challenge. Manoj Aurora. All right, guys, much love. Shout out to the crew, the mods, every single one of you out here. Thanks for being here. This has been The Lifeboat with Captain Calhoun. I'll see you later. Check out my dad later today, and then I'll be on in about 2.5 hours with the Drake Kendrick beef and all your aftermath and rap fun. All right, guys. Much love. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.